hindi ako sinungaling. Ang magsasabi na ang congressman ay hindi nag-i-insert ng project sa NEP pa lang bago pa ang GAB ang nagsisinungaling. Aminin na natin ang widely documented fact na bawat congressman ay pwedeng mag-insert ng 150 million pesos sa NEP. Ito po ay ibinibigay natin sa June at kasama sa lumalabas na NEP sa July. I want to give the DPWH and Yusek Claire Castro the chance to set the record straight before I prove that they have been lying. For them to say that there are no proponents in the NEP and they don't know who are the proponents in the NEP is a lie. In the same breath of talking about my allegations against the new leadership in the DPWH, I was being offered extra budget. In the same breath that I was questioning the DPWH budget, I was being offered extra budget. I think that's the more connected thing.
Budget po saan? Ano pong detalye rito, sir? Kindly please elaborate us. Thank you.
I'm asking for extra budget for classrooms in the 1st District of Batangas. And on the phone, I was told, we will give you extra budget for your district. If you read between the lines, that means you don't question our budget and we'll give you your budget. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you were asking for additional budget sana for classrooms po sa inyong distrito.
Let me explain. My argument from the beginning, also publicly stated, is that there should be logic behind the budget allocation, and the current system disadvantages certain regions. NCR has the lowest, but there could be arguments for and against that. And then Region 4A is the second lowest after NCR. And there are many districts in Region 4A that are much like the rest of the country, and so should not be treated like urban districts, like mine, the most rural district in Batangas. And yet we have a very low budget per capita. That's why I've been arguing we should redo the whole DPWH budget system so that districts like mine can get additional budget. Okay, so if you look then at what my proposal is, dagdagan ng budget ng distrito ko at ng ibang mga distrito na disadvantage sa current system sa buong bansa, at tinawagan ako para sabihin yung para sa distrito ko ibibigay nila. Huwag ko lang guluhin yung DPWH budget system sa buong bansa.
And then what did you do po, sir? Did you give in? Isn't that a bribe?
Exactly, and that's why tuloy-tuloy akong nagka-question pa sa DPWH budget system sa buong bansa. At yung matatamaan dito, yung mga lugar na maraming parking ng mga contractors. Because big parts of this DPWH budget have been going to places that are not even highly populated. But because that's where the contractors have seen that they can have the most lucrative projects. And instead, if this system is applied, then it will instead go to districts or areas even that need them, and not necessarily where the contractors can make the biggest profit. So the fact that I am continuing to question the DPWH budget system is me showing na hindi ako mabibili ng anumang budget.
Okay, so hindi po nadagdagan yung budget niyo para sa classroom?
Hindi, nadagdagan. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat. Dahil yun po ay para sa mga mamamayan ng aking distrito. Kaya ko sinasabi dapat bawasan ito, bawasan yan, para magkaroon ng additional fiscal space para madagdagan ang mga budgets na matagal nang hindi ina-allocate. Matagal ko nang sinasabi, the reason we have a classroom shortage is because there is lower kickbacks in classrooms.
Sir, nadagdagan, I have to cut you, sorry, nadagdagan pala yung budget niyo for classroom. So, paano po yung naging compromise? Kaya po ba hindi niyo po nailabas agad itong sinasabi niyo pong DPWH budget?
Hindi, kasi kung mapansin nyo, hindi ko tinigilan ng DPWH linggo-linggo. Kaya ako po ay nagpapasalamat na kahit na tuloy-tuloy akong nagque-question sa DPWH, hindi so far binawasan ang budget ng aking distrito.
Pero
But yeah,
nadadag
if anyone will tell me that I've gone easy on DPWH, then actually I'm thankful because I'd like DPWH to appreciate na naging mabait ako sa kanila. Pero I think others can say, oh, it's good actually that DPWH is still is not slashing Leandro's budget despite him questioning the whole budget.
So, sir, magkano na po yung naidagdag in total na ng budget for your classrooms, no? Sa inyong distrito.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I'll take this opportunity to disclose. I can't give a precise number because I was planning to actually publish the GAA of my district once it's approved. But the amendments that I'm making for the DPWH budget, by the way, I also posted this on Facebook. The price of the roads in my district I reduced, and I also canceled some roads by 616 million pesos. Yung sinasabi ng DPWH na hindi magawa, in-apply ko yung adjusted prices na hindi ginawa sa buong bansa sa roads ng aking distrito. May savings ng 616 million pesos. So, mula sa savings ng binawasan ng mga roads, inilipat sa classrooms. Kaya may karagdagang ding budget para sa classroom sa aking distrito. By the way, I haven't even gotten to my main point of my press con yet. This might take a very long time. But do you have any more questions, Marian?
Okay na ka, sir. Thank you.
Whatever I've said so far is, I think, less interesting than what I'm going to say after. Any more questions?
Sir, okay na po. Meron pa po kasi
Okay.
kami rin next press ko.
Okay. So, just to wrap up on the Cabral DPWH documents. As I said, Yusek Claire Castro will make a fool of herself after she confirms the authenticity of the documents with Secretary Vince and many other people. And what is irregular is that it is so unequal and cannot be explained, and yet is still the basis of the budget, and that many people have asked this not to be released, and that I can really say it's being hidden from the public, and the public deserves to know where the budget is going. Now, having said that, what I wanted to emphasize is the inaccurate statements, or perhaps more bluntly put, lies in regards to how the DPWH NEP is done. Because actually, a lot of people say, oh, there's nothing irregular about congressmen submitting projects to the DPWH budget. But I would just like to bring attention to the fact that it is denied that congressmen submit projects to the DPWH budget. Kaya nga po si Senator Ping Lacson ay nagbunyag na si Yusek Cabral ay nag-alok ng 500M insertion sa NEP, di ba? Dahil dapat galing lang sa DPWH ito ayon sa mga pahayag ng DPWH. Um, Please allow me to play a few clips from the DPWH budget hearings. Is YouTube now being shown on my screen?
Secretary, is there any projects that were nominated?
Sorry, can someone say if YouTube is now being shown on my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I believe nilabas po ni si Bryce Hernandez po. Now, because of that, just please indulge my curiosity. May I ask the good secretary if there were any projects that were nominated by any senator, and if yes, could we be provided a detailed report on this?
According to our staff po, wala po silang alam na merong ganong mga proyekto.
Okay, Mr. Chair, that's very
So, according to the staff, wala silang alam na may mga proyekto na ninonominate. Ito naman po muli sa plenary discussions on the DPWH budget.
DPWH mismo ang nag-submit nito ay for now hindi mo matatawag na congressional insertion, tama? Oo. Lahat po 'yan ay the president's budget. Tama po.
Tama, Madam Speaker,
Okay.
Your Honor, hindi ito galing sa congressional
Okay.
mga congressman, kung hindi ito galing sa district office at mga
Okay.
regional offices ng Department of Public Works
Okay.
and Highways na napaloob sa RBPs.
Hindi galing sa congressman, galing sa DPWH. Hindi man lang sinabi galing sa DPWH with the input ng congressman. Hindi galing sa congressman.
Sige. Kaya nga, ito po yung in other words, this is an amended NEP. No? Kaya usually sa DBM terminology, nababasa ko po, the NEP is the President's budget. Tama po?
Yes, of course,
Tama.
led by President's budget.
Okay. Alright. So dito na po tayo sa susunod na issue, yung usapin po ng UNPROG.
Okay. So hindi daw galing sa congressman. If you will allow me to go into the second part of my presentation today, because I take exception to the statement that ako po ay nagsinungaling na may insertion si Congressman Terry Redon at ang Bicol Saro party list. And I'm also gonna play the relevant interviews when I made that claim as well to prove that even what I said in that interview is accurate. But even during our recent press briefing in the House, nakasingit na rin po ang discussion kung ang mga congressman ba ay nagsasubmit ng mga proyekto. Ang sinasabi ng iba, normal lang yan sa GAB. Pero ang mga congressman ay nagsasubmit ng mga proyekto hindi lang sa GAB, kung hindi sa NEP. Muli, parang normal lang naman na may submission sa NEP. Pero it's denied. And I just want to put it on the record that, again, yung sinabi ni Senator Lacson na inalok kay SP Soto na 500M, yun ay ginawa nga informally. And again, it was treated as a surprise in the Senate. But in the House, it is widely documented and should not be denied. And before the approval of the 2026 budget, I just want to put on record, it is a lie to say na hindi galing sa congressman ang ibang mga proyekto sa NEP at walang mga ninonominate ang mga congressman. If you will allow me to just go to the next slide. I really beg pardon to my colleagues, but because of the statements of other members of Congress disputing that projects are submitted by congressmen into the NEP, and also in contradiction to the statements that were given on the 2 instances that I played from the YouTube video of the House, where there's a denial that congressmen submit projects into the NEP. This is a Viber group chat, June 10, before the NEP was submitted. Good afternoon, chiefs. Please be reminded of the submission of hard and soft projects for fiscal year 2026. Official email address for submission of regular BIP. Appropriations Committee.committee@house.gov.ph. 150M infra for district rep, 160M infra for party list rep, 30M soft for district and party list rep. Please email in Excel file and with attached e-signature. And on the right are the forms that are filled up. To a normal person, this is totally expected that people insert projects into the NEP. But, as I played a while ago, the claim is that hindi nagsasubmit ang congressman sa NEP. Kaya, gusto ko lang pong linawin, hindi ako sinungaling. Ang magsasabi na ang congressman ay hindi nag-i-insert ng project sa NEP pa lang bago pa ang GAB ang nagsisinungaling. Aminin na natin ang widely documented fact na bawat congressman ay pwedeng mag-insert ng 150 million pesos sa NEP. Ito po ay ibinibigay natin sa June at kasama sa lumalabas na NEP sa July. Ako po mismo ay nag-submit. Lumabas ang mga multipurpose buildings na para sa mga eskwelahan sa aking distrito. Ang mga ibang congressman, for example na party list, ay nagsusulat. Minsan hindi nagsusulat. Pero nagsasubmit. At sa sarili kong distrito, meron din mga projects na lumabas sa NEP na in-insert ng ibang mga party list. Kasi ang mga party list minsan nga ay nagsusulat. Kaya alam kong tunay na ginawa ito, hindi lang sa iilan sa amin, kung hindi pati sa mga party list, kasi may mga party list din na nagsulat sa akin na ito po ang sinabit namin sa DPWH in June at yun ay lumabas at nasa NEP ng unang distrito ng Batangas. At base dito, pwede nating sabihin may at least 150 million pesos DPWH budget insertion para sa bawat congressman. At hindi lang po para sa mga district representatives. Not saying that hindi po dapat ito. Gusto ko lang pong linawin ang facts. Every party list representative can submit projects into the NEP. There are some maybe that don't. And if I'm not mistaken, if you're not part of the party list coalition, maybe you're not given because the allocations are submitted to the parties and it's the parties that submit them to the DPWH for the preparation of the NEP. But because may isang kasamahan ko sa Kongreso na nagsabi na nagsinungaling ako at may iba pang mga nagsabi na hindi sa GAB naman lumalabas, hindi sa NEP. I just want to set the record straight. According to this, hindi lang 150. Dagdag pala para sa party list. May 160 million pesos infra for party list rep na pwedeng ipasok sa DPWH NEP. May 160 million pesos infra per party list representative na pwedeng ipasok sa DPWH NEP. Does anyone have questions about this? Now, the relevance of this is, again, I would like to give credit to Congressman Toby Chanco for calling on the House to reveal the projects proposed by party list representatives. Again, there's nothing wrong with allowing party list representatives to propose projects, but why are we hiding them? And while we're at it, even the district representatives, because we know there's a 400 billion allocable budget out of the 1 trillion 2025 DPWH budget, and it's good to know what of that 1 trillion is from the district representative, what is from other proponents. And what the DPWH has said is they don't know who are some of the proponents. If I can play this video.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nakatingin po sa atin ang mga kasama natin sa majority, no? Kaya last na po ito, promise. Okay. Ano po ba? Ito ang tanong ngayon. No, wala pong line item, lump sum ang unprogrammed appropriations. There was 61 billion in 2023 and 153 billion in 2024. No? Paano, ano po ang proseso na para mapondohan yung ang infrastructure projects from unprogrammed appropriations?
Well, coming from the district, magsasubmit yung mga district engineering offices at saka regional offices ng mga request for funding under unprogram.
Okay.
I-vet vetted ito ng planning service ng Department of Public Works and Highways, and then it will be submitted to DBM. DBM for the release of fund. Pero halos hindi lahat ng requested nilang or submitted nilang listing ay mapunduhan. It will depend upon the availability of course of fund.
Okay. Ayon po sa tama po ba ang gumagabay po sa availment of unprogrammed appropriations ay yun po mismong special provisions ng unprogrammed appropriations sa GAA. Tama po. So ang sinusunod po natin dito, release of funds, availment of the unprogrammed appropriations. Release of funds shall be subject to the submission of a special budget request. So, sino po ang nagsasubmit ng special budget request?
Ang Department of Public Works and Highways po ang mag-submit ng special budget request.
So, yung secretary po ng DPWH.
Yes, yung secretary ng...
So, kaya po, kanina sabi nyo, hindi alam ng DPWH kung ano yung mga proyekto sa unprogrammed. Eh, alam po kasi ng...
Oh, wait, sorry. My apologies, I stay at 105. Pero useful din yung exchange na yun.
Tanong po sa ating sponsor ay sa inyong sistema ng tracking,
Ito po.
alam nyo ba kung sino ang proponent? No? At maaari bang isama ito sa transparency? No?
I second the motion of Congressman Antonio Tino. Question, alam nyo ba kung sino ang proponent at maaari ba itong isama sa sistema ng transparency?
Talaga malinaw at wala nang intriga. Kung ikaw ay nag-insert man, ikaw ang proponent, malinaw ang ownership, kumbaga, or accountability dun sa proyekto na yon.
Definitely hindi alam, Madam Speaker, ng DPWH dahil after NEP na ho yan.
Hindi.
So,
Definitely hindi alam ng DPWH sino ang proponent kasi after NEP na lang ang mga proponent. Definitely hindi alam ng DPWH.
O dahil tapos na ang NEP, ang alam lang nilang mga projects ay yung nakasaad sa NEP. Kasi sila ang gumawa ng NEP.
Sila ang gumawa ng
Hindi
NEP.
po yata tama yung sagot na yon. Kasi po ngayon, last na po dahil nakatingin na po sa atin ang ang mga kasama natin sa majority, no? Kaya last na po ito, promise. Okay. Ano po ba itong tanong ngayon? No, wala pong line item, lump sum ang unprogrammed appropriations. There was 61 billion in 2023 and 153 billion in 2024. No? Paano, ano po ang proseso na para mapondohan yung
Sorry, so that was already on the unprogrammed appropriations. But the key point from Antonio Tino's interpellation of the DPWH budget is he asked, alam ba ng DPWH ang mga proponents? Ang sagot, hindi kasi sa GAB lang yung proponent, wala sa NEP. So there's two falsehoods there na yung proponent lang ay nasa GAB at wala daw sa NEP. And pangalawa, na hindi nila alam. I'm sorry that the public is impatiently waiting for more informations to be released on the proponents in the NEP. But I want to give the DPWH and USEC Claire Castro the chance to set the record straight before I prove that they have been lying. For them to say that there are no proponents in the NEP and they don't know who are the proponents in the NEP is a lie. I'm saying that on the record. And I don't want the 2026 budget to be ratified without setting the record straight. That there are budget insertions in the NEP and that the DPWH knows who are the proponents. And if they don't want to release the proponents, they should explain why. And one data point is the list of Yusek Cabral. But the other data point is this group chat. And there are similar communications like this across the House of Representatives where 150M infra for district rep and 160M infra for party list rep is submitted. And lumalabas ang mga proposals na ito hindi sa GAB kung hindi sa NEP. At kung may ganitong datos ang House at ang DPWH, bakit hindi inilalabas kung ano yung 150 ng bawat miyembro? Ako yung 150 ko, ilalabas ko. In fact, pinapost ko naman sa Facebook lahat ng amendment ko para sa mga classroom, multipurpose building, pati water system. Na ito po ang pangangailangan ng aking mga kadistrito. Ang gusto nga nila, mga proyektong ito, kaya binawasan ko pa ang roads, pati yung presyo ng mga roads sa aking distrito para madagdagan ang classroom and multipurpose building budget para sa aking distrito. Hindi ko tinatago. At may dokumento sa House na itong mga classrooms at multipurpose buildings ang aking request. Ang House, pati ang DPWH ay may datos sa request ng bawat isa at kung ano man ang lumalabas sa NEP na nanggaling sa kanila. Kaya ang punto ko lang po, wag natin i-deny na may mga projects sa NEP na sinubmit ng mga congressman at kung itinatago natin, sana ipaliwanag bakit natin itinatago. Kasi karamihan naman ng mga proposals sa 150 or 160 na ito ay ginagamit sa mga magagandang, let's say, barangay requests. Yung mga maliliit kasi na barangay projects, yung mga hindi madaling pagkakitaan kumpara sa mga 150 million peso road or flood control project. Pero ang isiniwalat ko po ay ang Bicol Saro Party List sa 2025 ay may insertion sa NEP na 75 million, total 150 million peso road projects sa Pamplona at Pasacao, Camarines Sur na parehong na-award sa Bicol Gold Rock at 2% of the approved budget for contract na ang kumpanyang yun ay siya din ang contractor sa mahigit 40 billion pesos in projects in Bicol and also happens to be the top contractor in my district. Halimbawa lang po yun. Pero gusto kong malaman ng publiko sana ano yung 150M na sinabit ng bawat miyembro ng Kongreso. Kung gusto ng DPWH maging transparent tayo sa 2026 budget, ilabas lang nila. Tama, wag yung cherry pick. Ilabas na lang yung sinabit ng mga projects ng bawat miyembro. They have this data, they can submit it today. If they do not submit it today, I would like them to at least confirm that the statements that there is no such data and there are no such submissions is a lie. And I'm sorry if there are other members of Congress who don't want this disclosed, but there is 150 million at least for every member of Congress if they wish to submit. Others maybe don't because they're not in a party or they don't even want to submit. But there is this allocation for every member of Congress. Now, on the subject of allocations for every member of Congress, I would like also to put on the record that there are systems of allocables outside the DPWH. That there are allocables in maybe every agency of government, depending on the efforts of the member of Congress or of government.